Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you guys are. I'm super excited to be hanging out with the amazing Jackie. We're going to be doing a fun collab today. On the October 21st, we have the new moon in Libra, and it's also kind of integrating with that three-eye atlas that's coming out with the alignments as well. So some pretty big alignments, and I've seen so much just crazy energies happening, I feel like, in my life and other people's lives as well. So we thought we would get together and do a fun reading on the energies of this new moon in Libra. So thank you for joining me, Jackie. Did you want to introduce yourself?
Well, thank you first of all for having me. Delighted. I was delighted to get your email because I think it was possibly at the start of the year that I saw you. You just came up in my news feed, and I watched a couple of videos, and I thought, oh, I love her. And then a few days later, I saw the video you did, the collab you did with
Yeah.
Richard Cardinal, and I became obsessed with him. So I started watching him, and then of course I've met other people through him then since as well. So yeah, I've a fun new little community to watch on, and I love the fact that you're all awake as well, like me, because obviously that's important in this day and age.
Exactly. I know it's so nice to be able to like meet some new lovely souls. I know we chatted a little bit, I think, in some comments in the past. And when I was
Yeah,
looking, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna reach out to you. I've seen some of your videos. You've been doing some tarot readings and stuff, and I love you and your energy. So it's been an honor to be able to
thank
connect with
you
you.
very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Jackie's Crystal Moon, as you can see on. I have my name up on the
Yes.
screen anyway.
And we'll
I'm
also
on YouTube.
Yeah, we'll also put
Yeah.
all the links down below. So yeah, for sure,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
check out Jackie's Crystal Moon website. Or do you have a website or is it your YouTube?
I don't have a website. No, I've YouTube, Instagram, and I joined TikTok a couple of months ago as well for my sins.
Oh my goodness, I love it. That's so cool. Yeah,
So
so
yeah,
I love it. I love
tarot
it.
addict. I'm in
I'm
Ireland, by the way, in case you didn't get
Yes,
from the accent.
I love it. Oh my goodness, it's so cool. Thank you so much for spending some time with me and our lovely
No
soul
problem.
family. I'm super
Yeah.
excited. So we're looking forward to it. Um, Now we were gonna do, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, that we were gonna do a tarot reading. I'll do some crystal ball as well and see what comes up for this new moon. So the new moon in Libra is like, from what I've seen, it's like a reset point, right? And we look at it as also emotional tides can be quite high with these new moons, and it's a really good time to plant those new seeds and new energies. But I've just seen so much quick, like my dreams. I was chatting to Jackie before we came on here, and my dreams have been like instant manifestations in my dream modes, and it's been like a reoccurring thing, which is really cool. So I'm curious to see with the tarot cards today too, what kind of alignments come out with the new moon here. Because what I was looking up as well, again, I'm not an astrologer, but I have a huge love for Chinese astrology as well. And what I seen here too is with like Libra, looking at Libra as balancing the scales, right? It's justice, the mind, the body, and the spirit as
Mm.
well. And I feel like things that are out of balance, and something that I'm noticing too with a lot of people in my life and even sessions with my clients and stuff, is like there's a lot of like physical issues happening in the body right now for a lot of people. So it's a lot about like inflammations and stuff that are coming to surface from what I can share when it comes to a lot of things that have been pushed down, I think, for a lot of centuries. And we've been most of us have
Mm.
been so brainwashed from, the younger years and the governments and all
Yeah.
that. So I really just wanted to see what messages we can share with you, lovely souls. And I mean, maybe we'll kind of connect that with also Three Eye Atlas, because I've done a few videos on that in the past. But I'll quickly end with saying, like, I see this as like a harmonizing of masculine and feminine energy, and I've seen that with like the Lemurian and Atlantis codes, kind of those blueprints awakening and coming back online again. So that's been a big kind of like summary of I think what I can share without trying to go on for too long here. But I'd love to, like, again, hear what you have to share as well, Jackie, and then we can always pull some cards on the momentum of this. I know you put together a really cool, information for each sign as well. So I'm really
Yeah.
curious to hear what you have for
I
us.
Well, I already explained to Breanne backstairs, backstage. Oh my God, it's late here. Um, I have seen this three-eye atlas thing in the titles of YouTube videos, but I had absolutely no clue what it was. I did figure that it was something kind of otherworldly because of, like you said, the mentions of things like Lemurian and the other one, what's the other one you
Atlantis,
said?
yeah.
Atlantis and all those kind of things. I did think it was, it was ants, but I had no clue. I didn't know whether it was a comet or a planet or anything. And I had thoughts in the last few days to actually go look it up and be all smart and know what I was talking about. And then I thought, no, I'll wait till Breanne explains it to me. And then the card pulls will just be that bit more raw, because of
Yeah.
my lack of information about it instead. So yeah, I decided to go with that theory. But I did yeah, I just looked up I don't know a lot about astrology either, but I do have a friend in America who's a tarot reader and she's on YouTube and she did 2 lives with me probably last year now, um, just teaching the basics of astrology. So that was very interesting. But I did Google this new moon in Libra tomorrow, which is 8:25 a.m. ED. What's ED? I think I'm missing a letter there. Am
The
I?
time
Is it
frames
is it EDT?
or
It's the
time
time
zones?
zone. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it must be EDT
Eastern. I think
maybe.
it's Eastern
Is it
Standard
Eastern?
Time, something like that. I'm on
It looks
Pacific
like
Standard.
I've typed the wrong letter or something, but I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, just very quickly, right? Because I just wrote one line about each star sign. So depending on where it lands in your birth chart, we can all expect something different from this new moon. So if you're Aries, then it's in your seventh house of relationships. It's time to focus on those closest to you. Now I will put this document up on my channel later for people to copy or save or whatever. Taurus, in your sixth house of self-care, it's time to look after yourself and your health and habits. Gemini, in your fifth house of creative expression, it's time to put yourself out there and be creative. Cancer, in your fourth house of home and family, it's time to seek balance with loved ones and maybe make your home more clear and nurturing. Bit of Feng Shui needed.
Yeah.
Leo, in your yeah, we could all do with that. For Leo, in your third house of communication and information, it's time to get busy and be ready for some important conversations. Virgo, now I'm Virgo rising, so I always tend to resonate more with Virgo than Libra because I am Libra.
Yeah.
But in Virgo, in your second house of money, material and material things, it's time to focus on budgets and security. For Libra, in your first house of self and identity, it's time to look at your self image and contemplate a personal rebrand for you. Let yourself shine. For Scorpio, in your 12th house of closure, endings, and subconscious, it could be heavy, but it's acting you ahead of your fresh start. And that's gas because it's the death card, which is my favorite card, is Scorpio, isn't it? Am
Yes.
I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that all ties in with that too. Sagittarius, in your 11th house, it's time to show up for the community and allow the community to show up for you. Capricorn, in your 10th house of career and public image, it's now time for slowing down. No, I'm not reading my notes properly. It's not time for slowing down now, as there could be promotion, etc., on the horizon. Aquarius, in your ninth house of travel and higher learning, you may feel the need to start a new course or expand your mind. And finally, Pisces, in your eighth house of intimacy, transformation, and rebirth, it's time to open up to those closest to you. And all that information is from mindbodygreen.com.
Ooh, I
So yeah,
love
now
it.
there
Thank
was
you.
three paragraphs.
Yeah.
There was three paragraphs for each, but I just broke it down to one sentence.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you for sharing. I love it. That's so cool. I'm a Gemini myself. I have quite a bit of Gemini in
Oh
me, but I
yeah.
have my Libra rising too. So
Okay.
I do gravitate to that Libra energy too. And we have that new moon in Libra, right? So
Yeah. Interesting, isn't
um
it?
Yeah, and that's beautiful. And it's also in relations to quite a bit of with relationships, but I feel like this is also a relationship with ourselves, right? Kind of diving
Yeah,
into the depths of
yeah.
within. And it can really bridge a lot of that duality and looking at that. So, let's pull some tarot and see what messages are coming out here. So, I mean, feel free to adjust the question if you like, but I was thinking we can look into at the general energy when it comes to these new structures, because I've seen a lot about that three-eye atlas. When I've pulled multiple times, and it just feels like a downloading of codes. And it was so cool. I was talking to my girlfriend about a week ago, and we were talking about light codes, and I was in the parking lot at the hockey rink, and the light outside started flickering, and I
Oh
took a
wow.
picture of it. I'm like, look at
Uh,
this. Look at that.
talk
And
about a sign.
as I've cut to, we have the tower, and there's
Wow.
Libra, the justice as well. So I know things are
Things
crazy in the
crumbling.
world. Yeah.
Love
It's like
it.
crazy things happening in the world right now, and we can't always control what's happening in the
Yeah.
external. But when we tune in, right, new stuff is happening, you guys. So
Yeah.
let's word the question then. What kind of structures or codes are being installed within Mother Gaia as the old collapse during this alignment of the new moon and three-eye atlas? What can you share, Spirit?
I just had this fallout, the Four of Swords, and as I'm sure people know, the word Pax is above the heads in the window.
Yeah.
Pax meaning peace. So, like this is a card of healing after the Three of Swords, obviously, So
Yes.
it's a healing of us all and of the earth and just which will eventually bring about peace. Obviously it's not going to be anytime soon. There's a lot to come, but yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That tower moment's pretty strong, and I still think, even like as I've talked about numerous times now, like 2000, like when we look at numerology, it can really be a massive blueprint to, our lives and the collective and navigating. And 2025 is endings, right? So it's that collapsing of the structures. And
Yeah.
when we go into
Oh
2026,
wow.
yeah, look
2025
at
as you said
that.
it.
Oh
I
my
love it.
goodness.
I
That's
love it.
too funny. What is it? That's too funny. I love when little things like that happen. Isn't that
Oh my
crazy?
god, yeah, absolutely.
It's so crazy.
A
Um,
sign.
yes. Did you want to keep oh my goodness. Were you still pulling some cards over there?
No, I that just fell out while I was shuffling. You work away there with yours if you want, and I'll
Okay, well, while you're shuffling there, I can kind of give you guys an overview of what I have here. So I started dealing with a different tarot spread, which is the Celtic Cross. I'm sure many of you
oh,
guys are familiar. I don't have my dual camera so you can see, but what I have here too is it's quite interesting. Right now, I'm still getting familiar with the placements of the spread, so I have it up on my screen. But we have the current situation as the Queen of Pentacles, and this is
ooh,
grounding new frequencies through embodiment. Pentacles is very practical, right? So it's like nurturing material abundance. It's also embodying, again, the divine feminine, because we've consistently gotten the feminine and masculine codes that have been coming online here. So I feel like this is the body becoming the motherboard through these alignments that's happening, especially with the new moon. And then when we look at the challenge, I have the Hanged Man. And the Hangman is, again, my biggest surrender card, but I see this as the alignments are also helping us to rewire ourselves, right? So it could be in terms of also looking at suspending the old circuitry board within us and activating those a new sense of knowing and embodiment. So that's a pretty big energy there. But it's like the message too is to challenge, like to not force clarity. It's to just allow it to flood in. And I actually want to just share a very quick I'll try to make this one quick too, but I'm getting this image of like back in school. I think I was in grade 6. I was doing horrible at the subject. I think it was like social studies. Just bombing it, like bombing every test. And there was one chapter that all of a sudden it just clicked.
Oh,
And
wow.
I friggin' aced it. And my teacher was like, what the heck? What was this all about? But there's something about like, I'm jumping ahead here, but the outcome is the Knight of Swords. So even for us as a collective, it feels like through this alignment, there's just something that clicks, that something that downloads, right? And things start to fall into place. So that's what I see very strongly there. And with that example, I haven't thought about that for years, but it popped into my mind. Now, for the collective on what we need to focus on, from what I have here, I have the Chariot. So this is being aligned, but with our will. And I feel like it reminds us to focus on like our coherence, right? Our coherence versus that emotional, the spiritual bodies. It's like moving into the direction over speed, I guess I can say, and holding that in the collective system as well. Now, moving on to the past energy and what's leaving us. Interesting, we have the Seven of Pentacles
Mm.
popping up here. And that's like, to me, gives me like the old base systems, right? It's like removing those old base, all the old base stuff is dissolving. From like effort is being replaced with resonance, is what I'm hearing. So that's pretty cool. And then as we move forward with the strengths for the collective, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is consistency, also one of the slower moving cards in the deck. But this is about, I feel like, devotion and our superpowers, tuning inwards, because there's going to be a lot of people just, I feel like, flooding with knowledge online, like just coming online. So for me, it's trusting the deliberate rhythm of also manifestation and within Mother Earth and Gaia. Then moving forward, I have a few more cards and then I could pass it over to you, lovely lady. My Nine of Cups is coming out as the near future. Nine of Cups, yeah. And this is a fulfillment through vibration, right? So I think when we look at this alignment with this new moon, it's like the cause and effect, the yin and the yang, and this is through emotional vibration. So I feel it as like the field is reprogramming itself around our heart's frequencies. So that's quite beautiful. And then our advice is collaboration, connecting to each other. It's the
Love
community, it's
it.
co-creation. So that is a really beautiful information or synchronicity there with shared resonance with each one of us as well. The last three cards I have are the moon, which is a representation of the environment. So as you can see, like there's all that corruption and things that have been hiding in lurking beneath the shadows that are coming up. And I think a lot of this is also going to relate to, we were chuckling a little bit about the royal family before we came on live here, and just I have seen two connections with this. I'll try not to get too off the path here, but this is also I seen in the crystal ball with the Vatican and structures falling. So I'll leave
Ah,
that at there. And then the last two cards I have, we have hopes and fears with the Page of Cups. And this is our inner, I feel like our inner innocence and our inner childs that are awakening and coming out. And I love that because it's kind of vulnerability. And I feel like innocence is the big key here. It's opening up this gateway of softness. And the final card I have with the potential outcome is that swift movement. And that's that rapid mental acceleration. And that's why I think I was getting that example of all of a sudden something just clicked for me. And sometimes we just keep hitting those brick walls, but I feel like this alignment is going to bring a lot of quick acceleration. And to end with, going into 2026,
mm.
we have a fire horse we're entering into, which is going to be quite a feisty energy and spicy energy, in my opinion. So, um, I will pass this along to you, lovely lady. I do have two more oracles that I came out before, but I'll talk on that after. So I'll let you share a little bit of what you got on your side.
Well, I just pulled three cards, and it's funny because I have the Knight of Swords as well, so that's interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right? I love when similar cards come out or the same cards come out. But I have this beautiful magician card. Now, the magician is all about. Can you see that fully on the screen, or is my name title covering
No,
some
I
of it?
can see it. I can see it. It's
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, the magician like is all about us standing in our power, you know. And I think this is with everything that's gone on these last 5.5 years in particular, people are starting to realize all the criminalities that are going on in the world, and all the corruption and everything, and people are starting to realize that they need to kind of rely on themselves more and listen to themselves more, and not, I suppose, well, I don't have I don't have TV channels or anything. I don't listen to news or watch news, or I haven't in 20 odd years anyway, but I particularly don't now, I just learn the kind of most important things from those around me who are aware as well, of what's going on in the world. So this is about us all standing in our power and realizing that, what's out there in the universe we can manifest here on earth for ourselves. We have all the tools we need, and we just need to listen to ourselves, realize that we all are a magician.
Mhm.
I have the Five of Swords, which I what's that phrase? Choose your battles. I remember a cousin of mine saying to
Oh,
me years ago,
it's a
when it
good
comes to
one.
kids, she said, you need to choose your battles, And I was like, that is so clever.
It is. I love that.
So yeah, like it's going forward as well. Like I mean, obviously, look, you know as well as I do, and I'm sure people watching your channel know that there's a lot worse to come than what we've been through already the last few years. So it will be a case of choosing our battles, realizing what's most important to us, walking away from what's just not serving us or not working for us. And it's all swords. I mean, Libra itself is the Justice card, which is a sword as well. And it's all mental stuff. So we just need to know when to cut our losses and move on. And like that, then I have the Knight of Swords as well. So
Yes.
it's just a
Wow.
case of, well, for me at least, charging forward with
Yeah, clear intentions
whatever we
and
do have in our head, and
Mhm.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No, that
you
was
know.
beautiful. I love that choose your battles. That just really
Yeah,
clicks very
I
like
like
ooh.
that with the Five of Swords. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I love that.
And I have underneath the deck, I have the Fool card. So I mean, obviously the first card of the deck, so it's like beginning again and learning to kind of go
Yeah.
forward in life without being
Yes,
held back by what other people say and think.
yeah, absolutely. That was beautiful. Um, and it's interesting too because we have like the oracles that came out here. I have the hawk and also the earthworm, and it's like the hawk is really connected to, I feel like, our Knight of Swords that we both got. And it's interesting. I think we both got them kind of more in that outcome energy. So it's kind of interesting. It's like
Yeah.
swift messengers, right? So it's almost like the a download phase of new cosmic instructions or codes trickling in here, and I feel like this is coming forward with messengers as well. So it's kind of like that hawk up there, able to see from a bird's eye view and see the whole picture. And it's
Yeah.
interesting with the earthworm, because I feel like this is things like we can't always see exactly what's happening, but it's like underneath the surface, this earthworm is transmuting. It's transmuting the energies, right? And it's like also the integration, I feel like, with like the DNA into the structures of the body, because I've seen like a change happening deep within our biology as well, especially if Mother Earth's frequencies are raising and her frequency is
Yeah.
vibrating higher, right? Maybe we can pull a couple cards on that and just see if we can get a confirmation, like in terms of the integrations, like is Earth, from what I've pulled in the past, I have got a confirmation that Earth's frequencies have been increasing and getting I guess, I don't know, stronger, but just increasing
Stronger,
in
I suppose.
vibration,
Yeah.
right? I think I
Yeah.
lost my words there, but let's see. And
So
I'm
how
getting
exactly are we wording the question? Sorry.
let's ask, like, within all the alignments that's happening right now, what's the overall energy happening with Mother Gaia with this
Okay.
alignment? Is her frequency rising? What can you share with Mother Gaia? I'll only pull a couple cards this time. Last time I'm like, oh, I've got like 10 cards out on the table. Well, this is crazy though.
That's great.
What do you, ooh, I love this. What did you have over there? Are you still shuffling?
No, I'm still shuffling. You work away
Okay.
there.
This is quite cool, you guys, because I have the Lovers, which is a
Ooh.
big choice point too. But the Lovers is also my big card for like governments and corporations. And guess what we have right in the center? And you said this is one of your favorite cards, the
Oh,
Death card. We
my
have
favorite.
the massive transformation, and we
Wow.
have the Six of Cups as well with remembrance. And I feel like also with the children are going to be, especially in the years to come, the ones that haven't even, been incarnated yet, they're coming with a whole new vibration and frequency. And when you look at even the children that have been born in, say, like the 2000s, that's two is a very feminine number, right? So you're looking at a completely
Yeah.
different blueprint behind the new children. So with Mother Earth and Gaia, she's going through a massive purge here. And I have to say, like, something that keeps catching my eye, maybe I'll speak after you give me give the perspective on your end, but I'm seeing like lots of like dragon energy come out of the crystal ball too. So quite interesting to see all the big major arcanas just coming out here for Mother Earth.
Mm.
What did
Cheers.
you get over on your end?
I have beautiful cards. First of all, I had the Seven of Wands, which is,
Hmm.
I mean, the Seven of Wands is someone standing up for themselves, fighting for themselves. So this is like Mother Gaia is fighting for herself, you know.
Yeah.
Like I do believe, as bad as everything that has happened the last 5.5 years, and as bad as things will get, it is, as people call it, like a massive spiritual cleanse. Like I do believe all this was supposed to have happened
Hmm.
in order to weed out all the crime, all the corruption, etc., etc. You know, so like I do feel like this is her fighting for Earth. You know, for us, for Earth. You know,
Yes.
but look what I have then. Like, I mean, come on, like the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups.
Yes. Wow.
You know,
Beautiful.
so
Mother
like
Earth
that.
right
She,
there, right?
the Queen of Pentacles to me, I think she's very similar to the Empress card. You know, I know the
Yes,
Empress is a
that's
culmination of all the queens, but
yes.
to me, she is the four queens in one, because like it's Earth, it's the Pentacles, it's the root chakra. I always relate them to the chakras. So she's, to me, is the root chakra. And very quick story. Years ago, I'm registered with an American company, Forever Living Products. It's the world's leading aloe vera health products. And we learned that there's a 9-day body cleanse program where you have literally nothing but aloe vera gel, pure aloe vera gel, and some supplements and stuff for 9 days just to cleanse your colon, right? And we learned in the training for it that when your colon is cleansed, all your other internal organs up along your body work more effectively. That if you've all that crap cluttered up in your colon, everything else isn't as efficient. So to me, it's the same way then in my mind with the chakras. If your root chakra isn't, you know,
Yes,
properly clean and
exactly.
working sufficiently, the rest of them don't, you know. So to me, like, she is the queen. I mean, I love the Queen of Wands as well, because you know she's the witch, she's the entrepreneur, blah blah blah. But I love her, like, because she's it for me, like,
I agree. I
but
love that for sure. And
you
yeah, I
know,
was getting that Empress. That's so funny that you said that because when you said the Queen of Pentacles, I was like, it feels like the Empress to me, right? So that's really
yeah,
cool that you said that.
yeah, she absolutely does. Like, and I mean, talking about Mother Gaia, and here we are with the two
Yes.
most important, and the two feminine energy queens as well, you
Yeah.
know, all about grounding and love and relationships and intuition, and you know, so I
I
love
love
that. Like,
And
I
I
love
think
them.
you made a really good point because I was going to mention this earlier and it slipped my mind. But again, this is just something that I feel like I want to do, and just a perspective as well. But looking at, how toxic our bodies really are, right? Even during these alignments with especially the new moon, from my perspective, I think it's a really good time to cleanse or to do a fast. So I'm going to be trying to fast
Mm.
for today. I've been drinking my teas. I'm trying to switch from coffee to more herbal teas as well with some
Okay.
really important stuff. So cleansing, like you made a really good point there, especially with the gallbladder. And so many of our bodies are so toxic, right? And we can't,
Yeah.
that we need to
Mm.
get that toxicity out of our bodies, or it's just going to surface as more physical ailments and issues down the road as well. So it's treating our body as a vessel and respecting it. And I feel like, unfortunately, there's just so much garbage out there nowadays,
There is.
right?
There is. Yeah.
So, yeah. Um, So that was a really cool note. I think one thing I can share too is like when I'm kind of gazing a little bit at the crystal ball, I get a lot of, again, dragon energy coming out. And we can see this is like re-emerging through like balance and justice as well. And with the new moon, it's almost like the scales, it's like the wind over the dragon scales is awakening the slumber, is what it feels like. And it connects with that death card too. I mean, a dragon could represent like your Queen of Pentacles, the earth, the stability, right? So it sparks of new creation of light. And the Six of Cups for me is also like it's children, but it's a big remembrance card. And it's also my off-worlding card too. So when I see that, it's like there is a lot of that connections with our star families and our ancestors and our lineages that have
Yeah.
really come out there as well. So
I
it's
always hear Richard say that as well. The
yeah,
off-world
yeah.
card.
He's so
Yeah.
phenomenal. He's that lovely dragon, that feisty dragon energy. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool. Yeah, so I mean from what I can get too, it's like the dragon really breathes this creation that's coming out as well. And I feel like the Libra new moon is restoring quite a bit of cosmic balance after quite a bit of chaos. Not to say we're out of the chaos, because I think there's still quite a bit of it to come, especially going
Yeah.
into next year. So I'm, just focusing on my inner world for what I
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
True.
Yeah. Did you have any other questions you wanted to, like, we'll probably not do a super long video. I think we chatted about just coming on and doing a little bit of a poll and see what messages
Ah,
are
yeah.
coming out. Did you have any other questions that you wanted to pull on today, or what are you thinking?
I didn't know, but did you have a third one? No, or did we do the
Yeah,
three already?
I mean, why don't
We
we
did two,
look
did we?
at how we can, how as a collective, how can we stabilize our frequencies more through this cosmic reset? So let's look at us as
Ah,
a
yeah.
collective, and how can we stabilize these energies, Spirit? Any guidance
Stabilizer frequencies.
for the lovely souls? Oh my gosh, I have so much beautiful energy coming out. Look at this. Wow. I mean, the big one I have, you guys, is surrender. And I know for those of you
I
that
love it.
follow my partner Brad, he's very big on surrender, surrender, surrender. So that's also, but it's also my card of a new perspective as well. So it's like kind of seeing things from like the hawk energy, the bird's eye view, being able to see things without trying to react to them. Because the more we react to the crazy things, we also feed into that energy, right? And I feel like, I want to say, like, you guys are not alone. I know there's a lot of people struggling out there right now, but we have the Three of Pentacles. So it's like integrating, yes, doing our inner work, but also connecting to each other. And this still brings me, every time I get this card, I usually go back to this one UK reading I was doing, and I seen in the crystal ball three people coming together and meditating. And that frequency and heart coherence, you guys, was so strong and so powerful. It interrupted any of those false grids. And I have healing happening here with the
Nice.
star. So this is also on so many different levels. Like we could look at that as our connections to our star families, but this is humanity healing and coming together. So it's like surrender, coming together and collaborating with each and every one of us. So it's like getting more groups together is something that could be really phenomenal as well. And last final card on the back of the deck. Okay, I'm going to take two. We have the Two of Swords, which is a lot of people sitting on the fence. So I still think a lot of people are going to cave into fear and the governments and trying to like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's a little, but they all have their own journey. And then we have the wheel. This is good luck, fortune, Jupiter. It's destiny. So the wheel is turning, and it's a decision of where are you guys going to stand, each and every one of us, right? We have the ability to co-create, like to create within our lives for our reality. So it's up to us to how we decide to move forward with that. But yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. What kind of cards did you get over
Hmm.
there?
So, similar to your Hanged Man, I have the Knight of Pentacles.
Mm.
So how do we stabilize our frequency? This is about just taking things slowly, you know? Um, this to me is, I always call him my baby steps night.
Yeah.
um, or my procrastination night, like me. But it's Virgo. I'm Virgo rising, so this is the card I kind of resonate with, you know. This is me. It's like I've all these plans, but the horse ain't moving.
I
But
hear ya.
in this case, it's just about, like, to stabilize our frequency, we need to take things slowly, you know, because obviously if we jump on the horse and take off, then we'll be all over the shop, or we'll fall off the horse or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So we need to take it slow and look at different perspectives, like your
Yeah, right.
hanged
It's a
man, you know.
pause. It's the stillness, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
And I have the Four of Pentacles. So, like, this is someone holding tight. Obviously, it is money in this card, in this case, but in general, like, this is someone who's keeping to themselves, not wanting to kind of be around other people or associate with other people or whatever. But it's a case of needing to let go and needing to be more open to people and to ideas and to new situations and whatever, you know, because I suppose going forward with all that is yet to come, we will need to, well, not us so much, but the people who don't know what's going on in the world, when they start, when things start to come crashing down around them, and they're starting to realize that we were right all along, they are going to need
Yeah.
to be open to actually listen for a change to people, you know.
Mhm.
And last but not least, I have the Lovers, which, the immediate thought I got with this is to make healthy choices going forward, you know, because this is Adam and Eve, and about the temptation, and there's the apple tree and the
Mhm.
burning bush and whatever. So it's just about making healthy choices going forward. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and that's that choice point too, right? It's like the choice point of like where are you going to invest in your energy and your momentum moving forward. So
Oh, and you
I
have the Two of Swords, of course, so that ties in with that too. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like the Two of Swords and
yeah,
also that Four of Pentacles. So many people just holding on. But when you think about, people that don't think about this kind of stuff and they just go do
yeah,
their whatever it is, their daily life, and
yeah,
and then the world comes crashing down. It's like everything they've ever known
yeah,
was a lie.
yeah.
So it's just like a
It's
huge,
going to be tragic for some people, like it is, you know.
yeah, absolutely. So wow. Wow, that was
Mm.
crazy. Let me I'm gonna pull up just a couple oracles. I've got my lovely angel card decks as well. I always like these. They have some nice numbers and frequencies. So what can you share? Ooh, we have the good times with 2424 coming out. But it's interesting because that also comes out with the with your Knight of Pentacles and then the Hangman because it says rest too. So it's about that stillness, and I
Ah,
feel like in that stillness is where we
mm.
really have those aha moments and the clarity, right?
Epiphanies.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're consistently distracted and busy and worried about what's going on out there, we
Uh,
can't focus on what's going on inside. So this is about talking about our, friends and our family, and it says here, it says you'll find that we'll be all on the same page and we can work together effectively. Many of us are rooting for
mm.
you. Spreading the love and it'll find its way back to you. And I feel like this is really cool because we got 1919, which is cycles. And the cycles is like you said earlier, that was like another synchronicity. Even though a lot of these things are awful, what's happening in the world, from my
Yeah.
perspective, I feel like they do need to come out. We need to experience
Yeah.
them. We need to be able to
Ooh.
witness them. And then we need
Mm.
to take those and say, yeah, where do we want to stand, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's that karma card too,
Man.
cycles and change.
Mm.
So you cannot force things, and that's what I was getting a lot out of the cards too, is talking about a lot of like not trying to like force our clarity or force things. It's just allowing the cycles to unfold, right? While tuning into ourselves. So that was cool.
Cool. I love it.
Yes, I love it. I love it. That was
Uh,
lovely. Did you have any other questions you wanted to pull, or do you think I think we're
no,
probably,
I don't think so.
yeah, that was nice. Let's pull
It
one
was.
final one, and then I guess we can wrap up. So two came out, which is The meaning is in the middle. So number 22, which is the 22, which is that master builder as well, right? So the meaning is in the middle. It's about life, presence, and depth. And I feel like this is the meaning in the middle, going into the middle. Like you said, building that root
Mm,
chakra, because if that root chakra is in
yeah.
shambles, you don't have a foundation, right? And then we have the fairy, which is it says you're a badass, keep winging it. And the fairy blessings and
Oh,
flow as well. So that's quite beautiful. Number 31. So really nice oracles. I just wanted to pull a couple to end there, but I hope you guys enjoyed that. I wanted to thank you for coming on and hanging out with me, um, and and all our lovely soul family. It was so much fun.
absolutely. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Thanks a million for having me.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to plan to do some more fun. I don't know. Maybe we can do like a astrology one. Do like the signs, like do I don't know, Aries to do all the astrology signs in the future.
Yeah.
Pull a few cards on them. That might be fun. So yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway, yeah. Did you have any final things you wanted to say?
Just thanks a million, everyone, for watching. I'll be sharing it on my channel as well anyway, so all my peeps will see it. I keep seeing you have a what you call it, an orb there
Orbs,
a few
I
times.
do
Yeah.
capture them quite a bit. I think it's because I have
Yeah.
a dark background, so they do. I've had some really cool ones pop up before, and it was
That
just
one that was
amazing.
quite big. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
didn't see it, but I don't think there's. I usually try to see like if there's any bugs in here, and then I'll go back and rewind. I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
okay. Oh, yeah.
it looks really cool. It looks like an orb to me. So
Yeah. Yeah.
interesting. That's cool that you've seen that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, thanks for having me, as I was saying before I got distracted.
Yes, yes, I love it. Well,
And
thank
thanks
you
everyone
guys
for
for
watching.
joining us again. Check out Jackie's Crystal Moon channel. I'll also link it down below. And if you guys are seeing me for the first time, if you guys enjoyed us and our energy, you can join me over at Readings with Breanne. And we love you guys. We love you guys so very much. And hopefully, we'll be back and doing another chat in the future. So it was
We
wonderful.
absolutely will.
All right, everyone, have a fabulous rest of your day,
Bye.
and bye for now.
Mwah.